What is going on, everyone? My name is Alpha, and today we're back with another Pokemon challenge video. Today we're on Pokemon Heart Gold, and today's challenge where we cannot beat Pokemon Heart Gold using only Headbutt. If you ever played Generation 2, Headbutt is the biggest move in Generation 2. It's synonymous to Generation 2. It's Headbutt trees, you always have Headbutt. It's a very good move in the start of the game. Now we're going to take that to another level. We're going to use that for our entire journey of the Johto region and also the Kanto region. We're going to do both regions of the game since we're playing Heart Gold anyways. So the rules are, you can only attack using Headbutt. I can't teach Headbutt to a Pokemon that can't learn it naturally. So if they can use Headbutt normally, they can have Headbutt. I can use HM slaves, of course. I need HM slaves to beat the game, but I can't use HMs in the battles. I can evolve all the Pokemon I want. Just gotta stick with Headbutt. Any Pokemon, anywhere. So it doesn't matter. Just gotta stick with Headbutt. So rules are pretty simple. Anyways, I also want to give a shout out. These are all the nicknames for this video. Thank you so much for leaving your nicknames in the comments. Greatly appreciated. If you guys want to be a part of the next challenge video and be nicknamed after a Pokemon, just leave a nickname in the comments section below. And also, since you're there, answer the question of the day. And anyways, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe if you guys are not already. Let's get into the challenge. So to begin, we are obviously going to start off with a Totodile for once. We're not going to use a Quilava. I feel like Totodile is more useful in this sort of challenge because it's going to have to take hits and also going to be naturally physically stronger. I believe Quilava and Typhlosion is more specially orientated, and Meganium is a Meganium, so that is out of the question. So Totodile it is. We're going to start using that, and from the start, since we can't have Headbutt into after the second gym, we're going to implant it on a Totodile right away as fast as we can, and then use it from here. We're going to train up our Totodile, Mr. Coconut, fitting name. He's going to use his Coconut a lot and just beat through the introduction of the game. Headbutt is a 70 power normal type move, so that's going to be an issue. Normal type, I can't hit ghost types with it unless I have like certain criteria, but that'll be down the line. Anyways, so heading into Violet City, we are obviously greeted by the Bellsprout Tower. We are cleaning through that as fast as we can. Unfortunately for our Totodile, he is the latest evolution in the line because he takes the longest to evolve to his second stage, but he doesn't take that long to evolve to his final stage. So we're stuck with a Totodile when we're heading into Falkner's Gym. Luckily, Falkner's Gym is not too hard. We can actually clear through it very easily, and Mr. Coconut can headbutt down all Falkner's Pokemon very easily. Pidgeotto could actually roost stall me. Luckily it didn't. Then we could outmuscle it with Headbutt and knock it out. Mr. Coconut, it will be, why am I calling him Mr. Coconut? Totodile. Throughout this game, Totodile will actually clutch up a lot, just luckily. So thank you for being on my team, this lucky Totodile. Anyways, from here we're going to make our way all the way to Azalea Town. We're going to evolve into a Croconaut, and then we're going to take out Team Rocket at the well, and then head into the Bugsy Fight. Now the Bugsy Fight is going to be comprised of just one Pokemon essentially, because the other two is a Kakuna and a Metapod. But the problem is the first Pokemon, his ace, is a Scyther, and if he gets set up, unfortunately he could actually knock me out once he could lower my defense. So we got to avoid that, and it's just based on RNG what he uses. So if he doesn't use any Leers, we could actually destroy him very easily, but we do end up losing the first time. But the second time around we beat him very easily. Now here comes the troubling part. Our rival finally has a ghost type already. His ghost type is a Ghastly, and we can't do much against Ghastlys because we only have Headbutt. So my plan is to mitigate this by catching normal type Pokemon to just force him to use Curse, and that's exactly what we do. These normal type Pokemon will not be attacking at all. They're just sitting out there, and I'm throwing Pokeballs, so I'm just wasting turns, and it's gonna make the Ghastly use Curse and then knock itself out. So that is how we got rid of the Ghastly. And is it dumb? Yeah. Did it work? Yeah. So I mean, you can't really knock it. So from there we're gonna actually head into Goldenrod City. Goldenrod City will be home of the third gym of the game, which is Whitney, and also a little bit some miscellaneous stuff. We can't really do much here. We could have got the Silk Scarf here, but I completely forgot about it. Anyways, heading into Whitney's gym fight. Whitney's gym fight will be obviously a Clefairy. We're gonna knock that out very easily. And then the Milk Tank, the first attempt of this, it constantly flinched me down and then attracted me, and I couldn't do much against it. So when I rematched it, luckily I just had to break through and just headbutt it, and I do break through and headbutt down the Milk Tank and beat her. And it should have been the first time around, but the stomp and then the attract, I don't know how it's faster than me, but it is faster than me, and ew, that was just a pain. From there we're actually gonna head into we're actually gonna evolve our Croconaut, and then actually catch a Sudowoodo, just to have a Sudowoodo. You know, you never know when you need a rock type, so you know, Sudowoodo is just a decent one. We're gonna head into the burnt tower. We're gonna face against our rival again. We're gonna use our normal types against him, and then to, you know, weaken down the Ghastly. And once the Ghastly is done, we are clear to knock everything out. I'm power training my Feraligatr because that's gonna be my ace of my team. I gotta have that at the highest level, because Headbutt is gonna get, you know, Headbutt's not gonna get stronger. My Pokemon has to get stronger for this thing to work. And from here, I'm actually gonna, you know, I've realized that I need some better Pokemon. So I've researched down what Morty likes to use, and Morty has a bunch of interesting Pokemon. So we can scavenge around, get certain Pokemon to actually help us. We're actually gonna avoid getting a Milk Tank. A Milk Tank is probably the easiest way out, because it has Scrappy, and you could just use that. This is get out of jail free card against Morty, because it has Scrappy, and I could just get a Headbutt. But I want to do something, you know, a little bit more fun. So I caught a few Hoots. I caught Eradicate. Then I'm gonna head into the gym fight against Morty. Morty's gonna use obviously ghost types, and Headbutt is kind of normal type move, so we can't use it. I'm gonna force this first Ghastly to use Curse twice and knock itself out, and then following that, the Haunter will be sent out. This Haunter can't do anything to us as well. Two of my Hoots don't have Insomnia, they have Kenai on accident, and I forgot about that, so that's a big oopsie on my part. Luckily, it didn't matter at the end, because Haunter gets knocked out, and then the Gengar comes out. This is the dumbest strategy I've ever seen. I'm gonna let Gengar run out of PP against my Hoot, because my Hoot completely stalls it out. So I'm gonna make it run out of PP, and then it's gonna knock itself down with struggle, and then I've beat the Gengar. And then the same thing with the Haunter, it's gonna curse itself down, and that's it. And we beat the Haunter, and we beat Morty just by completely being stupid. From here, I'm not gonna PP drain any more ghost types. I'm gonna actually catch myself a Milk Tank that has Scrappy, so they can hit ghost types with normal type moves. And I'm gonna train up the Milk Tank as well with my Feraligatr as time goes on, you know, of course. From here, we're gonna beat down the lighthouse. We're gonna get to the top. We're gonna help the Ampharos, go to Cianwood City, you know, clear through the gym very easily. We're gonna face against Chuck, and guess what? Chuck did nothing to me. Barely anything to me. I just kept trying to use Focus Punch, but it obviously didn't work. And then we're just gonna get out of there, because, you know, Chuck's an interesting man. From there, we're gonna help the Ampharos, and then head into the next gym fight against Jasmine. Now Jasmine is gonna be the Steel type gym leader of the game, and we gotta, you know, luckily the first time around, Mr. Coconut got thunderbolted down, and he's, you know, he can't do too much. So when we come back again against Jasmine, we're gonna use our Milk Tank against him. Milk Tank will actually knock down both the Magnemites, and then kind of weaken down the Steelix. And then Mr. Coconut, my Feraligatr, will clean up the Steelix and knock it out. So the Steel type gym wasn't that hard at all. The flinches came in clutch, but I mean, it wasn't too hard at all. We head into Mahogany Town, and we go north of it to the Lake of Rage, and we're gonna catch the Red Gyarados. This Red Gyarados is useful in a lot of situations. It has really good physical attack, and also it has Intimidate, so it's gonna be really good going forward. We're gonna clean through the Team Rocket hideout, which somehow only has level 15. I don't know what's going on here. So we're gonna completely disregard the Team Rocket hideout. We're gonna go into Bryce's gym. Bryce's gym will be the ice gym of the game, and you know, Mr. Coconut has no issue just knocking things out. It clutches up again. I'm surprised, you know, it just was that easy. Bryce is kind of a letdown there. Anyways, we're gonna go infiltrate the radio tower that's invaded by Team Rocket grunts. Clean through that pretty easily. As a kid, this puzzle, this gate puzzle, always troubled me, but it was only left to right. You just press each button once, left to right, and that's it. That is the puzzle. From there, I'm going to the top of this tower. After beating Archer, the executive of Team Rocket, Team Rocket's just gone. It's over. It's over for them. From there, we're gonna head into Blackthorn City, which, you know, the Dragon Gym will be there for us. I'm gonna start off the fight using my own Gyarados. Gyarados can get knocked out, and then so is my Milk Tank. Luckily, my Sudowoodo comes in clutch and knocks out the Gyarados. Where does Sudowoodo come from? I don't know, but you know, he comes in clutch, knock out the Gyarados for us, and then for Alligator, we'll clutch things up, crit the Kingdra, and then just knock out the Dragonairs, and that is it for it. Get our 8th gym badge, and then head into the Ho-Oh fight. After beating Komodo Girls, of course, and then heading to the Ho-Oh fight, there's nothing. Ho-Oh can't learn Headbutt for us, so we're gonna avoid catching Ho-Oh, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna use our Master Ball. There's one more legend there we can get, but that's gonna be another time. We're gonna beat our rival in Victory Road, and then head into the Elite Four itself. Now once we're in the Elite Four, Mr. Coconut is just so super over level, and he has the Soap Scarf on now, and he's clearing through everything. So Will is gonna be the first victim. Just destroyed him, just smashing him with Headbutt. Executor gets knocked out as well. Zatu gets knocked out as well. Slowbro gets a bit scary, not gonna lie, but then gets knocked out. Next up will be Koga. Koga's gonna send out his Gyarados first. I'm gonna knock out Gyarados, but Fortress gets a bit set up, unfortunately, with his Toxic Spike and then everything like that. Luckily, I have a flying type on my team. Technically, Gyarados is a flying type, so he doesn't get affected with Toxic Spike, and we could clean through Muck, and we could clean through Crobat after that very easily and knock out Koga. Luckily, we have a flying type on the team. Anyways, from there, we're gonna actually head into Bruno. Bruno's Hitmontop is gonna be annoying. It's counter me, it does a lot of damage. Luckily, I knock it out with 2 Headbutts, and then knock out the Hitmonchan with a flinch, and then knock down the Hitmonlee in 1 hit with a crit. Machamp comes out, don't knock it out, but luckily I do a lot of damage to it, and then my Gyarados can finish things off with it. And the Onix is gonna take a bit, so I'm gonna switch into my Sudowoodo and then switch back into my Gyarados to bait an Earthquake, and then it's gonna use Rock Slide on me, so I'm gonna bait it out into my Sudowoodo and then back and forth until it runs out, until its attack is lowered enough to where we could just headbutt it down without any. Karen will be the Dark type Elite Four of the game, and knocking her down is pretty easy. Dark types are generally weaker than physically weaker than most types. Oh, she's annoying because she has double teams and then Stun Spore. There's a lot of annoying utility. On her team. Luckily, the Gengar gets knocked out by our Miltank, and then our Feraligatr can knock out the rest of her team and finish off Karen. And then heading into the champion fight against Lance, the Gyarados will be knocked down very easily. However, the 3 Dragonites take a while. Luckily, Mr. Coconut can hold his own and knock it out. We're going to do the same thing we did with the Onix to the Aerodactyl, and then just bait out lower his attack stat and then knock it out. Just barely against the last Dragonite, and then knock him out. And that is it for Lance. But that's not it for the game. As you can see, we finished the game. However, we gotta head into Kanto. Now, Kanto is gonna be a bit annoying for us. We can go through the SS and get the hide and seek situation. Lieutenant Surge is actually the weakest, or one of the weakest. Luckily, Lieutenant Surge is one of the weaker level gym leaders in Kanto, so we can knock out Lieutenant Surge very easily, even with our depleted team. We knock him out, get the first badge of Kanto, do all the missing part things in Kanto, help the radio station, and then actually help ourselves into catching a Snorlax. Catch ourselves a Snorlax, and then we're gonna head into Pewter City. We're gonna headbutt everything down very easily with our obnoxiously high level for Alligator. Then from there, we're gonna have to clear through Nugget Bridge using Headbutt, and then head into the Misty Fight. Double battles with Headbutt only is kind of weird. It doesn't make too much sense, but from there, we're gonna actually head into Misty's gym fight, and with a Silk Scarf for Alligators gonna clean through everything, even with the very bulky Lapras. I like to go from Brock all the way to Blue. Technically, you're not supposed to do that because they're leveled certain ways for you to go around, but anyways, we head into Erica, the 4th gym leader of the game, and of course, Mr. Coconut, it is weak. I gotta stop calling him Mr. Coconut. He's not Mr. Coconut, he's Feraligatr. Feraligatr is weak to grass types, so it's on paper it looks bad, but Feraligatr can hold its own very easily. Even with the added effect of flinching, Mr. Coconut is invincible. Into the Victory Bell comes out and knocked me out. That's unfortunate, but my team can clutch things up and help himself to another gym badge. And then we're gonna head into Future City's Poison Gym Leader, and same story, honestly. we just destroy everything very easily. Mr. Coconut does not get confused. He doesn't play these games. Weezing goes down, and the Gyarados gets completely destroyed. It gets eaten. So Sabrina's next. We gotta fight some trainers in Sabrina's gym, but that is no problem. We're gonna head into the Sabrina's fight, and then Mr. Coconut is gonna demolish because Psychic types not really physically gifted. So Headbutt will just completely knock out everything on our team, and that is no issue for us. The next issue is actually heading into Cinnabar Island. Blaine's gyms can be a bit of an issue. We are a water type, so we're gonna resist the stab moves of the fire types. However, only stuck with a normal move. So Matt Cargo's gonna be a big issue. However, we're gonna head into gym fight, and Blaine's gonna start with his Matt Cargo. Matt Cargo can get he's gonna weaken me down a little bit. I send out my Sudowoodo. He gets pretty lower down. and then I can finish things off with my Feraligatr. The Magmar comes out, does not scratch me at all, and then the Rapidash quick attacks me for a last ditch effort, but 2 headbutts will knock it out, and that's done for Blaine. Oh, poor Blaine, he got kicked down so many pegs. And then now we're gonna actually head into Blue's gym, and Blue's gym is gonna be a bit more unique. I'm gonna bait out, I'm gonna sacrifice my Sudowoodo and knock out the Executor. Then Rhydon's gonna get the whole old Gyarados stall situation, and then gets knocked down himself. Machamp will actually flinch down and knock itself out, and Arcanine gets destroyed by my Feraligatr with the flinch. 2 shots very easily, and then a Pidgeot will come out. Mr. Coconut got this, don't worry about it. Completely destroyed, eaten up by him. And then the Gyarados versus Gyarados fight. My Gyarados loses, but Mr. Coconut clutched things up because, you know, it's Mr. Coconut. I'll get the Rock Climb TM and then head into Cerulean City, where there's a cave called Cerulean Cave, and then Mewtwo's actually in here for some reason. I completely forgot Mewtwo's in the game at all. So researching this, I actually found Mewtwo again, and Mewtwo can actually learn Headbutt. So we're gonna go into Mewtwo's den, get lost a little bit, and then head into the Mewtwo fight. We're gonna try to catch it with a quick ball. We almost caught it with a quick ball. Well, first try with a quick ball, that would have been insane. But you know, we gotta resort to catching it with a Master Ball, and then we're gonna train it up. Obviously, a max level Mewtwo is gonna be the best, so we're gonna train it outside of Mount Silver and inside of Mount Silver, a little bit on the Elite Four, and then head into the red fight himself. Our Pokemon are pretty high level, as you can see. Mewtwo's kind of max level. So Mewtwo's gonna start off against Red's Pikachu, and you know, Headbutt is gonna completely destroy it. One shot, knock out the Pikachu. The Snorlax we send out next, Mr. Coconut can 3-shot it. With the hail damage, it's guaranteed 3-shot, and it can't do too much in return. From there, the Venusaur comes out. I'm gonna sacrifice my Wagyu Milk Tank, unfortunately, but a lot of damage was inflicted. But it full restored it off, so it didn't matter. Luckily my Snorlax actually cleans up the Venusaur, and then the Blastoise comes out. I'm gonna try to 1v1 using my Gyarados, but he heals up again, so it's a bit annoying. But Mr. Coconut comes out. Of course, he's gonna clutch things up. Headbutts down that thing, and it's done. Next up will be his Lapras. I'm gonna send out my Mewtwo again, you know, just to clean things up. 2-shot with the Headbutt, and that is done for the Lapras. You know, was Mewtwo necessary? No. But was it fun to use a Mewtwo finally? Yeah, it was pretty fun to use Mewtwo. Mewtwo actually goes down after giving 1 headbutt to the Charizard, but guess who's in the back? Guess who's in the back? It's Clutch. It's Mr. Coconut with the headbutt. It didn't kill him, and I die, but the hail knocks him out, and I have, you know, Sudowoodo in the back, so I beat Red. I beat Red. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe for this pretty fun challenge. Anyways, my name is Alpha, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I'm out. Peace.